African Union Communications Early Warning and Intelligence, commonly known as AUC3I, is an intelligence and security organization responsible for providing signals intelligence and information assurance to AU citizens, AU leadership, and AU armed forces. I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. I am responsible for leading infantry soldiers at all levels of command and combined armed forces during missions on the ground. This is today's briefing. On the progress of the special military operation as of February 9, 2025. The armed forces of the Russian Federation continue to conduct a special military operation. Units of the North Group of troops in the Kharkiv direction inflicted defeat on formations of the Special Forces Brigade, the Territorial Defense Brigade, and the National Guard Brigade in the areas of the settlements of Sinelnikovo, Malye Prokhody, and Zhovtneve in the Kharkiv region. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 30 servicemen, 2 field artillery pieces, and a vehicle. Units of the West Group of forces improved their tactical position, defeated the manpower and equipment of 3 mechanized, tank, ranger, airborne, mountain assault, airborne assault, airmobile, assault brigades of the armed forces of Ukraine and 2 territorial defense brigades in the areas of the settlements of Novoegorovka of the Luhansk People's Republic, Zelenigai, Lozovaya, Bogoslavka, Novoplatinovka, Petropavlovka of the Kharkiv region, Yampol, Serebryanka, and Zhvnovka of the Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy's losses amounted to 205 servicemen, a tank, an infantry fighting vehicle, 6 combat armored vehicles, including 2 U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carriers and 2 Dutch-made YPR-765 armored personnel carriers, 6 field artillery pieces, including 3 NATO-made ones, and 6 vehicles. 3 ammunition depots and 3 Cordis and Nota electronic warfare stations were destroyed. As a result of decisive offensive actions by units of the Southern Group of troops, the settlement of Orakovo-Vasilevka of the Donetsk People's Republic was liberated. Defeat was inflicted on formations of 3 mechanized brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces in the areas of the settlements of Seversk, Zeleznyanskoye, Minkavka, Chesavyar, and Predtikino of the Donetsk People's Republic. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 180 servicemen, a vehicle, and 2 field artillery guns. A warehouse of material was destroyed. Units of the Center Group of forces continued to advance deep into the enemy's defense, inflicted losses on the manpower and equipment of 8 mechanized, motorized infantry, 3 Ranger brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces, 2 brigades of the National Guard, an assault regiment, and a territorial defense brigade in the areas of the settlements of Muravka, Dmitrov, Krasnoarmysk, Kodlino, Drozhba, Pantelemonovka, Yasinovoy, Uspanovka, Petrovka, Grodovka, Peskinoy, and Yudaknoyev. The Donetsk People's Republic. The enemy lost up to 580 troops, 4 armored combat vehicles, including U.S.-made M113 and M1117 armored personnel carriers, 3 field artillery pieces, and 7 vehicles. Units of the East Group of forces improved the position along the front line. They defeated the manpower and equipment of 3 mechanized, tank brigades of the armed forces of Ukraine and 3 territorial defense brigades in the areas of the settlements of Novosilka, Berlitskoy, Novopol, Novoocheretovotoy of the Donetsk People's Republic, and Guliapol of the Zaporizhia region. The enemy's losses amounted to over 140 servicemen, a tank, an armored combat vehicle, 5 vehicles, and 3 field artillery pieces, including a 155mm self-propelled artillery unit Panzerhaubitze 2000 made in Germany. Units of the Dnieper Group of forces inflicted losses on the manpower and equipment of 3 mechanized, infantry, 2 coastal defense brigades of the Ukrainian armed forces, and 2 territorial defense brigades in the areas of the settlements of Novoandrivka, Malye Sherbaki, Kamenskoye, Stepnogorsk in the Zaporizhia region, Berislav, and Otradokomenka in the Kherson region. The Ukrainian armed forces lost up to 65 servicemen, an infantry fighting vehicle, and 7 cars. 2 ammunition depots and 3 electronic warfare stations were destroyed. Operational tactical aviation, strike unmanned aerial vehicles, Missile troops and artillery of the groups of troops of the armed forces of the Russian Federation inflicted damage on a gas and oil industry facility that ensured the operation of the military-industrial complex of Ukraine, the infrastructure of military airfields, as well as concentrations of enemy manpower and equipment in 147 districts. Air defense systems shot down a U.S.-made Mars multiple launch rocket and 90 unmanned aerial vehicles of the aircraft type. Since the beginning of the special military operation, a total of 653 aircraft, 283 helicopters, 42,800 unmanned aerial vehicles, 592 anti-aircraft missile systems, 21,268 tanks and other armored combat vehicles, 1,514 multiple launch rocket systems, 21,463 field artillery pieces and mortars, and 31,420 special military vehicles have been destroyed. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope you found it useful and informative. If you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get back to you as soon as possible.